Rawr, 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 rawr. So, welcome everyone to my channel for a new video. Let's get started, homies. So, into this video, we're going to be talking about Stranger Things Volume 2 from Season 4. So, basically, this is the second part of the Season 4, which was 7 episodes of great entertainment, a lot of stuff, a lot of amazing content for the movie, for the series. So, in this case, we're going to talk about the last 2 episodes, which is actually about 4 hours, both episodes, which is actually almost the final. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the final anything from related to the series because they announced they are going to have a season 5. So this is actually the beginning of the end. So so that's what they say about season 5. But I actually believe the season 4 is the beginning of what is going on to happen in season 5. So first of all, there was a couple like interviews. For example, the Duffer brothers, they say about a lot of stuff that a lot of people are going to die in the series, and they say we're going to be 5 people, and I did count 4. I mean, 4 if I didn't count one of the characters, which is actually, I'm not going to mention it because it's going to be a spoiler, but she is actually really important to the series, and now she probably is dead. So let's get started with the first thing that I saw. I think the first episode of these 2 parts, like the second volume, I think was not a waste of time, but it was like wasn't what I expect. You know, I've been trying to figure out what is going on with the series more often. Like the series was like they're going to put you some stuff in the first volume. They were giving you a great story, and that episode was like a transition to the last episode, which was terrible. Like that transition was terrible, to be honest. They give a lot of details that was important. They give sequences that actually are kind of important too. But I think the problem here is like you're coming from a huge, huge, huge story details from the first volume, and then actually like you destroy completely that just to put something else over there, and that sequence doesn't mix with a lot of stuff, you know. So in my opinion, the 8th episode was terrible. Yeah, in general, like it was really good acting. It was very fluent, but it was like terrible. If you actually want to have details of what is going on, like continuing from the first volume, which is actually the episode 7, I think that part from that episode wasn't going to be part of it. You know, I think the first probably like the 25 minutes, 30 minutes, I would say that actually was like kind of important from the transition, and then just like screwed up. But the last episode was amazing. So they actually announced what is going on now with the series, and it's actually like super cool, you know. And I think that was the best thing that happens to the series, and hopefully I can see what I was expecting to, you know. My idea was like I actually talked in Twitter, or I just mentioned in Twitter, like there was going to 5 people from the people they mentioned already say who were going to die, which is actually, this is not a spoiler, this was my opinion about it. I thought it was going to die Lucas, Dustin, Max, Dr. Brennan, Martin Brennan, and many others. And basically they didn't do what I expect, so it's fine, I don't mind, you know. I'm not the director or anything, but the killing people that they actually use in the series was kind of okay. So I think it's actually great that they actually kill those characters, and they announced in season 5 is not going to happen what a lot of people are expecting to happen. So I'm sure they're going to kill probably a lot of people. So because in my opinion, what I actually expect to this season now that is coming now in season 5, I think it's going to be more related to like a legion or fighting between the humans and the upside down. You know, the animals from the upside down are going to be now part of like a military like a legion. You know, it's going to be like a huge battle in Hawkins, Indiana. So I think that's my opinion about it. So I think it's actually perfect. Um, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. So this is my opinion. Not going to say this is wrong or anything. So another good thing I saw, it was like we saw more about Gene Hopper, and I think that was perfect. You know, I think that character needs to have more sequences in the series, and they actually like didn't want to give him so much importance. And yes, I think was perfect for him. I think this is going to be now a new reunion or whatever. So a lot of the characters are going to uh, join forces to actually have a final battle with Vecna. I already know that he didn't die, and because it's not because I'm doing a spoiler. It's more like this is something that I think is correct to say it, because we don't want to have like a type of like mentality that you actually, oh, we're going to see in season 4 Vecna to die. You know, I don't think he's going to die. At least in the season 4, which is actually the one that finished these other days, 3 days ago. To be honest, and I think the problem here is because he's the leader. Like we all know that he's the leader of the Upside Down, and he actually have to have the opportunity to be in season 5. I don't think he's going to be the main villain, and I don't think he's going to be the other villain that we have there. I think there's a surprise that we probably are going to say. I know I will be probably the first one to say it. I think the main villain in the season 5 will be Will Byers. He's going to be the one who's actually, if we really want to finish completely the story, you have to kill him, and because his connection with the Upside Down, with his connection with 11, also he's becoming now a villain because um, his actor, the actor Noah, actually talked about like showing his feelings to Mike, and what we saw in these episodes, um, yeah, I mean he actually said it, like he actually spoiled it before in an interview. So I think that's actually not my fault, you know, that I'm doing that kind of spoiler. So I think Will Byers is going to be the last final enemy from this group from Hawkins, Indiana. So a lot of this stuff that I like. Also, probably I'm not going to regret about this, and this is probably my only spoiler. They kill Jason Carver, which is actually the basketball leader from the Hawkins, Indiana, the rich guy. You know, like he's saying that, oh, the Hellfire is a cult from demons and Satan, and I'm like, that guy has to die already. Come on, he's annoying as fuck. You know, he's annoying. So I think he needs to like get it off from series. And finally, they make it. That's the only thing that is actually like, thank God, they did a great job with that. Thank God. So I think that's everything for today. The continue was super amazing. Don't forget to watch it. I think it's actually an amazing series. This season actually have great participations from Sadie Sink or Sadie Pink, I think it's Max Mayfield actor. Steve Harrington was really amazing. Eddie Manson was super cool. Dustin, he's always like a neutral character. They give more participation to Lucas Sinclair, which is actually amazing. Avegnas is being like this badass guy that he's been always. So I think it's perfect. 11, we saw her like going back again. You know, that's what's like not that great. Mike actually is actually important, and Aglineo actually was a kind of cool. You know, the guy actually impressed me in that the last time that they actually gave him to him. He take positioning of everything he did in the series, like the characterizations, the acting was like short time, but it was more intense. So I think it was perfect for him. So he's going to become a more balanced and more established character now in this season 5. So I think it's everything for today. Hopefully you can enjoy this type of content. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like the video, like this type of content. You know, So I'm going to see you more here. So we're going to be continuing more content. So hopefully you can see it. And until next time, guys, and see you, homies.